Do it. Oh, wait, how do we take this down? Oh, there. I can do this. That works. All right. Well, they say the pen's mightier than the sword, and I think everybody here knows the value of ink and the power of ink. And sometimes we put our ink on paper, and sometimes we put our ink elsewhere. So this is self-identifying inscription. 2 decades with this, and the me is still there. I still remember the allure of the arithmetic of words. Thoughts conveyed in a culture not my own, yet still familiar. Rebellion, equivalent to confusion? It's difficult to grasp at first. But as I've grown, I see the wisdom, as both are aspects of misunderstanding, just as Nike was once the aspect of Athena. But it was the recipe for misunderstandings that drew me in. Left leg and tongue, unusual ingredients to cast into the verbal cauldron of ideas. And the left leg looked like a backwards J, my first initial. Neat. Left, or sinister in the language of ancient Rome, the evil side. Perfect for one left-handed like myself, a trait thought to be the mark of the devil for over a millennia by a faith I gave up for Lent. Interesting that an Eastern culture mirrored those beliefs. So starting off on the wrong foot, and tongue. Speaking in tongues, the organ that gives shape to our words. So starting our words off on the wrong foot was confusion, was rebellion, was the root of misunderstanding or being misunderstood. And so those thoughts became a part of me to be preserved for all my days. And one more piece of algebra to add, one more piece of the algebra of articulation to add. A lesson in growth to preserve, danger and opportunity. 2 variables seemingly at odds, and yet to me, the perfect expression of a crisis. Every crisis presents danger. The danger of losing things we hold dear. The danger of losing ourselves. The peril of abandoning the values we've chosen to define us and set them aside for greed or survival. And yet opportunity, the chance to test ourselves, to grow, to change, to find strength we didn't know we had, to identify the cause of the problems and find the solution. And all this literary math perched atop a tornado. It was always going to be the twister for me. A force of nature, powerful, moving with the speed of the wind like the thoughts that pirouette through my head. Yet also the symbol to indicate shelter from the storm, shelter from the chaos, as I so often am called upon to be. Etched on my back in permanence. But was the storm in me? Was I the storm? Was the storm something I put behind me? Or was the storm an eternal pursuer, the hound of the hunt chasing me down in perpetuity? Well, life is many things, but black and white is not one of them. Absolutes are the nature of death. And so I've learned that the twister is all of these things to me, and sometimes all at once. And I've found beauty in the ubiquity of that. And as I've grown, I've learned this. We do not truly discover ourselves in the calm seas of life. It's the ordeals of the storms that show us who we are, how we need to grow, what we truly hold dear. Destruction is a form of creation. And what better symbol of the crises that misunderstandings lead to, both on a personal and collective level in human interaction, than this destructive power of air. Colorless and tasteless, perceptible only in its absence or its rage. And as one who bears a scar on his left leg because of a tornado, I will wear this lesson of who I am for the rest of my days.
Woo.